So I did want to speak a little bit about recycling in this age of COVID. It's been a challenging time on so many fronts, but I do want to tell you first off, not so much on the recycling end of things. People are continuing to recycle even amidst this pandemic. So thank you very much. We appreciate your efforts. With the Board of Health's recent enforcement action on the 64-gallon trash toters, it gives us an even greater incentive to want to recycle so that we can reduce the amount that we're putting in our trash barrels. So just want to give you a little refresher on that. When you think about what goes into the recycling toter, one of the ways you can think about it is containers. A metal, plastic, glass container is a good rule of thumb for what can go into the recycling toter. In addition to that would be your paper and cardboard. I want to talk to you about some of the things that shouldn't go in there. So one of the things that we see a lot of are plastic bags and plastic wrap. These are what we would call a tangler, and they should not go into your toter, your recycling toter. These, unfortunately, would have to go into the trash. And the reason is these become tangled. When the recycling materials go to the recycling plant, the plastic bags and plastic wrap get tangled in the sorting materials, and it shuts down operations. So it slows things down, and a worker has to go in and untangle that. So it's not the safest conditions, and the worker has to put themselves at risk in order to take this out. And in the end, it doesn't get recycled. It gets shredded in the materials, and it ends up in trash anyways. So let's just save that step and put them right in your trash bin. All right. So cardboard, as we said, does go into the recycling toter. What does not go into the recycling toter, unfortunately, is styrofoam. This needs to go into the trash. All right, so we'll put that there, and we'll leave the box in the toter. One of the things that can go in, people don't often realize, is box board. That can go into the recycling bin. It is a form of cardboard, so that can go in. I've got my trusty grabber here. All right, one of the things please do not put in your recycling toter is wood. Scrap wood needs to go into the trash. Another example of yes, this can go in. This is a container. Unfortunately, no. This would need to go into the trash. Or if it's in still working order, perhaps you could pass it on to someone else as a reuse item. Scrap metal. Although it is recyclable in some settings, in your recycling toter, it doesn't belong. Clothes hangers. This would be considered another example of a tangler and cannot go into the recycling toter. It would get caught in the equipment again as it's being sorted. So that too is not allowed. In this day when we're receiving a lot of things delivered at home, packing strips around the materials that we're receiving being shipped to our homes. Although it's plastic, again, it's a tangler and would get caught in the equipment. So that would need to go into your trash. One of the things that we see a lot of is fake flowers and plants. Although, again, made out of plastic, and you think that perhaps it could be recycled, in this setting it does not because it becomes, again, a tangler. All right. And another example of a tangler is lights. Oftentimes when people, again, think if they're still usable, you could donate it. Donate it to a reuse place, okay? All right, another hanger. And another piece of scrap metal Again, another tangler, although this is a perfectly good bungee cord. I'm not sure why somebody would even throw that away, so I think we'll save that. Another thing we see often is ceramics. So although sort of in the glass family, they are not recyclable. If it's usable, again, donate it, otherwise it would have to go into the trash. All right, so just to kind of wrap it up, anything that's a tangler, something that's not a container, you either donate it if it's usable or put it in your trash. Some of the things would be clothing or linens. Those are great items to donate. Please don't put them in your recycling bin. Nothing with food or liquid, please. So metal, plastic, and glass containers, paper and cardboard, that's all that should go into your recycling toter. Thank you for your time and keep up your good efforts.